Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsey. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my fourth alternative project using the February 2022 paper pumpkin kit called Safari Celebration. If you're interested in seeing these original projects or watching me unbox this kit or seeing any of my other alternative projects, you can visit the playlist and I'll link it up here in the top right corner. Today I'm going to be sharing with you this card created with some of the leftover pieces after I've finished my projects. If you are new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, click on the subscribe button and then the bell for notifications. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and help you with any of your paper crafting needs. To purchase any of the products you see me use today, please visit my online store and the link is in the description below. And if you're interested in subscribing to Paper Pumpkin so that you can get your own monthly crafting kit, please use the link below to subscribe. So when I am crafting, I end up with a lot of scraps, and I love cards that use up those pieces. Today I'm going to be focusing on using the pieces from the envelopes that we have cut up for our other alternative cards. So I've got all three colors here. I've got the Bumblebee, Pear Pizzazz, and Soft Succulent. For this card I used Bumblebee and Soft Succulent. Today I was thinking of using a different combination of colors, maybe going with the Pear Pizzazz and Bumblebee and kind of flip-flopping those just a little bit. So the other fun thing about scraps is that they can be used in any size. So for this card here, the larger piece is 2.5 inches and the smaller piece is 1 3/4 inches. And then they are a full card base, so that's 5.5 inches. So you can change this up depending on how big or small your scraps are. So for today's card, I'm going to start with the Pear Pizzazz. And I have 3 inches from the score line to my straight line. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. So this one will be just a little different than my original. So the full width of the card is 4 1/4. And so if I've done 3 inches, then I need to do 1 1/4 inches here. I may just go a little bit bigger just so that I have a little bit of overlapping. So I'm going to do 1 inch and 3/8. Now another thing that I had left over were some of the vellum pieces, and there weren't very many. Let's see, they gave us 3 different designs and then 3 of each, so that's a total of 9. So I really wanted to maximize the amount of cards I could get from them, and so I cut them in half. So for this more diamond shape, you just can cut it from the top to the bottom of that diamond, and then you have a piece here that you can use if you wanted to for your card. And it's just another layer to kind of help these die cuts pop out. If you don't have any vellum pieces left over, you can make the card without it. So let's go ahead and start adding these pieces to our card base. I am using some thick basic white cardstock, and I'm going to begin with the larger piece. Just a little adhesive. Just make sure everything's lined up really nicely. And then do the smaller strip. If you do have any pieces that maybe are going over your card base, you can just use a pair of paper snips to trim them, just like that. And then you can take your vellum. We are going to be covering up the center of the vellum here, so I'm going to add my adhesive to that area. And then I'm just going to place it right along that seam between the 2 patterns. And that, like I said, is just acting as another background layer to help our die cuts pop up off the card. So now I'm going to see what die cuts I have left over. I've got a Soft Succulent and a Bumblebee. I also have some of these little branches that are also left over. So I can go ahead and use these if I wanted. So if you are all out of die cuts, don't throw away this sheet because you can fussy cut around the extra color and use that on your card. So I'll show you a close-up of how I did that. So I'm going to just pick a couple of these to do. I'm going to do this large, rich raspberry and maybe a small fresh freesia. And I'm going to fussy cut around those and then add them to my card with maybe one or two of my other die cuts. So it's easier when you are fussy cutting to work with a smaller piece of paper, and you're just going to cut right along that outside edge of the color. You don't want there to be any white, so you want it to be a nice solid color here. So if you go inside just a little bit, then you have more likely to not get any white as you're cutting. Okay, so you'll get something like this, and then you want to repeat that for the other pieces that you want to use. So now we're going to do some stamping. I've got the rich raspberry ink spot that came in the kit, and I'm going to stamp some splatters around the center of my card. I'm going to lift up the vellum just a little bit. And I can always add more after I've added the elements. And then I am also adding some stamped leaves to my little grouping. So I've got the leaf image in rich raspberry. I'm also going to stamp it in fresh freesia. I have pear pizzazz. And soft succulent. And then bumblebee. And I like to have some options when I'm creating, and so I usually will stamp my images in coordinating colors, and then I can kind of add or take away the elements as I want them. So now you're going to fussy cut out these leaf images, and you do want a little white border around them. Okay, so you'll get something like this. I'm going to go ahead and finish fussy cutting out these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we've cut all those out, we're ready to start adding some of the elements to our card, and then we'll add our greeting. So I do want to place some of the larger elements down first, and I'm just going to add it with a little bit of liquid glue. I don't need a lot because there's other elements that will also help it stick down that will be going on top. So just a couple dabs of glue all the way around. And then you can just add it to your card. So that one's going to go there. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and add a strip now because the other elements are smaller and can go on top. So what I have is a piece of soft suede cardstock. It's a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. I just like how it kind of grounds it, these elements to the card. So I'm going to banner the edges. And so I do that by doing a small snip in the center and then going from the corner to the top of that snip and then repeating on the other side. And then I can add this to my card. And that's just going to go right in the center of the card. So you can either center it on the vellum or on the card, depending on the sizes of the scraps that you're using. Next, I'm going to add my fresh freesia outline. And probably go opposite here from that first one, like that. I think I'm going to add this yellow one on this side because I've got this green branch that I want over here on the yellow side so that I can see it. So I think I'm ready for my greeting now, and I'm going to use the circle label that came from the kit, and it can be really any greeting that will fit. I love this one that says "You are so amazing," so I'm going to go ahead and do that one again. So I'm going to add "You are so" at the top, right next to those lines, so there's plenty of room for amazing. And here you could use any of the labels that came in the kit, anything that you have left over. So that's going to sit right in there. I'm going to add this to the center of my soft suede strip with some dimensionals. And then just place that right there in the center. So now I've got my smaller pieces, and we're going to just tuck these guys around. And we can also use dimensionals here if we want. I'm just going to cut some smaller pieces for them. Like I said, I want this one to be on the yellow, so maybe bring that down a little bit. Just tuck that one underneath. And then maybe a rich raspberry leaf underneath there too, just to kind of bring that all together. So it's fun to be able to create these different arrangements using the leftover pieces. Let's do this fresh freesia here on this side. Like that. All right, so once you have everything where you want it, you can add a little bow, and I'm going to use 10 inches of white baker's twine. And you're going to find the center and just tie a nice big bow, and then you can add it to your card over here on the right side. I've kind of purposely left this area untouched so that I can add the bow to it. And I'm going to add it with a glue dot from the kit and just place it down where you want the knot of the bow to be, and then you can just place the knot right over that glue dot. Just like that. Now, if you have any of the embellishments left over, you can also add some of these. You can color them, or you don't have to color them if you don't have these blend markers. I'm going to do some colored and some not. So for this one, I'll use my Fresh Freesia Stampin' Blend marker and color them so they're a little bit purpley. You can put them wherever you want. And then for this card, I think I'll do some that are not. It's a little darker colors, and so I think that they'll show up a little bit better. It's always fun to try to decide where to put those. Okay. So your card is all done. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this fun card using some of the leftover pieces from the February 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. If you're interested in getting your own Paper Pumpkin subscription, please use the link in the description box below to subscribe. If you would like to get written instructions or see close-up images of this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.